Oh man, are you guys in for a treat? You know what I got with me today?
It's showtime.
This is a boom mic, FE 189, something like that, from a company known as Frinair, Frinair. It's the FE 289269, kind of blurry if you ask me. And testing out the microphone. Hopefully it'll give a nice sound. Not as nice as the Rode Video Micro, but you guys decide on it. This is all about the Yi 360 VR, and we're shooting with the Yi 4K Plus action camera, 2K7 16:9 aspect ratio at 60 frames per second. External mic is on with I believe electronic image stabilization on, and I'm uncertain if I have along with lens correction, because we still need to get that corrected in firmware. Having electronic image stabilization and lens correction on in certain settings, it kind of outweigh the other. It defeats one another. There's a word for it. It's conflicts with one another. I'm running firmware 1.79, and my camera has crashed, and when this video comes out, the firmware will probably be up to 3 dot something. I don't know, whatever. It'll be up to 10 newer firmwares. And at the time, I had a post and I read it, and the firmware now adds SD card information along with bugs and issues fixed, optimization, usability, whatever the words Yi has used on their site, you'll see it. And I went on to the group and I basically added in a query about the firmware being mentioned on 1.87. And I said, what are the bugs and issues that you have fixed? What is it that you like to mention? And the answer from Chen Hao on his comment was image stabilization was added. Now, I'm not sure what that means. Is it a different answer on the question I have asked? It sure sounds like it. I don't want to be a guinea pig. I love to be a beta tester. And I'm not going to sit there and try to figure out what they fixed. It just seems that very little information is given, and people love that. Too much information given is not liked at all. Why is that? Can it hurt the company from selling more products like that? Will it stop people from purchasing? I don't know. Will it what? I don't know. It just baffles my mind. So believe it or not, hours later, another firmware was immediately released. I would say 36 hours later. And that firmware most likely was EIS added to the camera. And that's where Chow Hao did not see 1.87 on the top. He put down firmware 1.35, argument's sake. I may not have all my information correct, but you get the idea. The next updated firmware, 1.3 something, has added EIS. So what's happening is, I make a product. This is the E360 VR. Oh, it's a smartphone. You got that right. It's my E360 VR. I got nothing in it but the basic settings. As time goes along, I want to refresh my mind, keep it active. I will start to give you a setting to fool around with, to get used to. You will constantly learn. If I've given you every single setting, feature and function into the camera, and I can't improve it anymore, you probably lose interest. And that's how these companies work today. But if I start to go over to this side of the ballpark, right? And there's this camera out there, it's already got image stabilization, a timer, all these good stuff, all these bells and whistles. Why would you think I want to be over on this side of the table? I don't need to convince anybody that this one is better or that one is better. I just don't want to be stuck in the middle. So I hope you can make some sense of what I'm trying to say for me. What I see about the E360 and what they're doing. I hope they can straighten things out. I hope other people don't have that fluke like I had, and we'll see what the future brings. Whew. That's about it for me.
And have a good one.
I'm not sure what's going to happen in the future about 360, but stay tuned for more videos of me talking about 360 cameras and what they do. So this way I'm not locking you out on what's happening, but you get the idea. Come back for more.